Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance. This has been a playthrough I've been thinking about for the past little while the game has been out. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna decide to go for an SMT playthrough. I've never played a playthrough on the channel. I do like the series. Um, and again, this would be like post commentary for this part, and I'll stream the rest of it. And yeah, we're going for casual for this one instead of safety, mainly because I know the mechanics of the game is similar to Persona, but it's a little bit more harder because the gameplay just goes a certain route. Um, I will be honest, I do love this series for its gameplay. And Shin Megami Tensei 5, I actually like the design of the characters and stuff a lot more than 4, and I would say potentially Nocturne as well. But I do like Nocturne. And this does have elements of Nocturne, which is some stuff I do like. If people are wondering if my voice is a little bit raspy or a little bit rough, I have been having a serious cough for a while. Still have a little bit, so I'm still a little bit sick. Which is also why I've been holding off on this video for a while.
It was in such a world that countless mortals led happy, fruitful, and prosperous lives.
But yeah.
Grace.
So the way this get, and if anyone wondering how long is this video gonna be and stuff, it's literally just the intro and until we get to the first like save state. Okay, and then from then onwards, I plan on streaming the game whenever I have free time during the summer, which will be for like maybe the next month or two, which is gonna be interesting. And I'm planning on potentially doing it on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or even a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, potential Sunday as well. But no promises. I'm gonna try when I have time, and that's just how I'm gonna do it with this series. What does this mean for my Persona playthrough? Like I said, I was gonna do once I did Final Fantasy, and what does this mean for Final Fantasy? Those are still happening. Because in my Final Fantasy playthrough, I'm just gonna go through the game on hard, probably do what I'm doing right here when it comes to the final boss, and then we will move on, and I'll make a combination video of getting every single trophy, including the platinum. That's just how I want to finish Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
The choices you make will
and then
the very course
the other one will be Persona, going back to streams and playthroughs when I can. But yeah, here's the major thing about this game. So, reason why I'm doing Vengeance instead of the original Shin Megami Tensei V on Switch, well, I do have it on Switch. This has a separate storyline. So, the way this is decided is from this choice. Choice is very simple.
By her very nature,
do you take her hand, which will activate the new storyline, or do you refuse and go through the traditional path of the game? Now, I will be honest, we are going through the traditional path first, so original SMT V, which again, people are probably going to be wondering, if that's the case, why don't you play it on Switch? Why didn't you do the Switch version? I could have, but I wanted to do Vengeance for the quality, so we will not take her hand in order to go through the original path. And then once we're done, ideally I want to do another playthrough with where we do take her hand and we go through the new storyline or the new path, so to speak.
The world shall be guided
but that's like our first major choice. And the thing about Shin Megami Tensei, which I do like a lot in this regard, the choices matter. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just basically, if I remember correctly, I'm just reading this to make sure the dialogue gets a chance to be chosen. We did do all the DLC with this game, so we do have like the missions and the
All
quests to get
right,
extra
listen
XP and
up.
stuff, which will be needed. Um,
Everyone should have their own personal tablets now, but it sounds like some of you still need to get them registered. Those temp accounts are about to expire. So anyone who's been putting it off, better get on that.
yes. Have to log in, so to speak, put your details in. Alright, it's only for name, which I'll be honest, I think I did put my actual real name in. Um, and the reason why is just so I can go for the dialogue and stuff. Yeah, I did.
One other thing. It's been getting pretty dangerous out
Um,
there. Remember the
I
buddy
won't
system.
lie,
Go
in
back in
my
the dorm
second
in
playthrough, I
groups.
tend to use just the YouTube name.
That's it for
But
homeroom.
for this one, since it's first, going for the original story and stuff, I'll use my actual name, and then second playthrough with um, the new story and stuff, I will do the YouTube name. That's just how I'm going to separate it. Ow. So yeah, we can actually save at any point, which is actually kind of a nice little feature. I'm not gonna lie about that. But I think now I go. Yeah, you have to talk to students here,
Hey,
and
hey!
it's literally just skip dialogue because there's nothing
Huh?
um
Well...
interesting or new about it. So you could just skim through this because I think with what's happening in the art
Hey.
in the world and stuff, you can't
Yeah.
walk home without another student with you, like buddy system. So yeah, we're just trying to find someone to talk to, and I guess
Hey
it's a
there!
little slow to start. I'm not gonna lie, looking this back.
Hey!
Okay. Objective markers, basically, if you want to do the story, follow the marker. There we go.
Everything all right?
Okay. You can also tell that these people aren't important because some of them don't even have a face. It's funny that.
Hey, you heading back alone? You heard that talk about it being safer to go home in groups, right? You should walk with us.
Sure. Since they were just asking, do you want to join us? Join our
Hey,
group and
two!
stuff. I just went,
Over
yeah,
here!"
sure, why not? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna have to remember these Japanese names,
Oh,
and I do the streams. Oh boy,
hey there.
I'm gonna butcher these names when I get the chance, and I have to do the streams and stuff. Oh boy.
I didn't know you knew him, Miyazu. I mean, not really.
They've met in passing. I think Miyazu and I ran into him a couple times.
Yeah, Tao. Something like that. You're lucky your big brother looks out for you so much, huh? I guess.
We're the only family we've got. I don't think it's that strange to look out for my little sister.
Sure. So, how about we all walk home together?
All right. So here's the map of Shin Megami Tensei 5. World map stuff. That thing. Very much an SMT feature. Where instead of having the character models, we just have like a little icon to run around the map with to quickly go to different places and stuff. That's how the map features in SMT work, which I actually find fascinating sometimes. But yeah, we have to go to Subway. And you know what? Because we're gonna get into a bunch of cutscenes and stuff
Oh, right. Tao, you said you wanted to talk
in a
about
little
something?
bit. I think I'm gonna.
Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah,
I've
I
just been
think there
having
is a
these
bunch of
weird
cutscenes here
dreams
coming up.
lately. I keep hearing this distant voice, like someone far away is calling out to me. It keeps getting closer and closer, but just when it seems like they've almost found me, I wake up. And I keep having that dream every night. Kinda getting to me. I wish someone could tell me what it all means.
Probably a reflection of something subconscious. Maybe you're just stressed over the future. It would make sense since...
Yeah, if I remember
Something
correctly,
going
this
on?
is sealed off. We have to
Looks
find
like.
another route, I
Here,
think.
I'll go
Or
check it out.
something like that. But yeah, because I know there's going to be a bunch of cutscenes coming up here, I'm actually going to come back in a little bit once we get through most of this tutorial and get back when we get into like some gameplay a little bit, okay? So,
Hey!
yeah, that's what I think I should do. So I'll be back in a little bit while we when we get into some actual gameplay,
Oh,
okay?
hi. My brother came back, but he needed to take a call or something. Walked off somewhere. Then Tao got a message too. She went looking for somewhere quiet to try calling back. Would you mind checking up on my brother? I know he's always looking after me, but I get worried about him too. Thanks. I'll just wait here in case Tao comes back.
Do you have a moment?
All right. So word on the street is a bunch of monsters have been seen hanging around this tunnel. Yow! Sheesh! Ceiling's pretty low. Pretty dark in here, too. Looks dangerous. All right. Enough screwing around. Let's go even deeper, yeah? I think we might be onto something big.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Long, long ago, before these creatures known as humans gained knowledge, the god of law seated himself upon the throne of creation. He seized all knowledge from the other gods, rebuking them, so they could never dare to approach the throne.
Reducing them to mere demons. The fruit of knowledge was secreted away in a paradise of his own creation. One day, a serpent sought out the mortals, seeking to tempt them into doing his will.
Eat the fruit of knowledge in this paradise, and you will become more like God.
The serpent's goal was to revive the war of the myriad gods. Oblivious to the serpent's machinations, the mortals of each realm ate the fruit, one after another, without fail.
The knowledge they devoured then bound to their souls, birthing humans closer to gods.
When the god of law saw this, he banished all humanity from his paradise in a fit of rage.
Humans, you curious creatures infused with precious knowledge.
Know that you are observed by countless demons, waiting for their chance to strike.
How can this be? A human walks among us. This is no place for one such as you. I shall grant you sanctuary. Fortunate an angel of Bethel found you. Were it an agent of chaos in my stead, you may not be alive. Remain calm and keep still. You will be safe momentarily.
Target confirmed. Young man, if you wish to live, take my hand.
So the Nahobino make themselves known again after all this time. Knowledge and life had remained separate until now. Perhaps the future is secured. Light or dark, you may chase whatever you please. I shall await you in the realm beyond the earth and heavens. Until then, may your newfound power guide your survival.
Young man, can you hear me? You and I are now one. We have ascended to become a being known as a Nahobino. Our form is based on my own appearance, but your knowledge seems to be the basis of our consciousness. I shall obey your will. Command me in battle, that we may best fight as one.
Alright. Welcome back, and we're getting some gameplay. Some actual gameplay in this game. So, we have skills and actions, pretty much. So, skills are going to be like your spells or physical attacks. So, for this tutorial, we're just learning controls, physical attacks, and then using our skill, Zeo, which is our lightning attack, to basically do some major damage. And the thing about this game, you find a weakness, you get an extra turn, you hit a resistance, you lose a turn. So, it's very important to get the right party together, and it's very important to know your typing and have a bunch of demons in your party that are powerful, so you can prioritize stuff. The other thing about this game is how you level up. So you manually have to put in one slot to your stats, and I like to go for luck early because luck is crits. It's your crit hits. Strength, physical, vitality is your health. Spirit, I want to say, is your magic. I'm not sure about that. I'll look at the stats again when we get into a stream, just to be more clear. But yeah, we need luck, we need strength, we'll need the MP, the magic for your spells to do more damage and stuff like that. I don't know what build I'm gonna go for, hence why I can't wait to do a stream of this. So I can figure out what would be optimal for me. Because I'm almost certain, like, you have to play a certain way in order to win, but that doesn't mean that your loadout or how your party has to be a certain way as well. Like, I'm pretty certain you can, um, you can create whatever party you want as long as you're strong enough. Like, you should be okay. Which is, again, some people would suggest, why don't you play in safety just to guarantee the win? Safety doesn't guarantee a win. I'm just gonna say it. Safety is the easiest difficulty for the enemies, but the way Shin Megami Tensei works, main character dies, game over. So even if I was playing on normal or hard mode, the enemies would be harder than it is on casual, which is hard play mode, which is hard difficulty. But yeah, if it was on normal, the enemies eventually would be hitting a wall with the enemies. If it was hard mode, I would immediately be looking at strategies and stuff to be really sweaty, which I don't like doing. I always like to have some freedom with my choice instead of having to play it a certain way. With RPGs, because that's how it is. It's a role-playing game. You have to, you play the game the way you want to roll, so to speak. And this is a thing about this game which I do like, is the collectibles. Like, you can heal up by running around the map. You can gain your magic back by running around the map. By collecting the orbs will heal you, which is actually good. And it also gives you some Mako, which is the currency in Shin Megami Tensei, I want to say, as well. So, yeah, we're just going in some platforming stuff, and yeah. So if you're wondering about our character being, again, don't want to say the actual name in case I butcher it, but if you're wondering how we were essentially like a demi-fiend, so to speak, like part human, part demon, we had to make a deal in order to survive, which, making a deal with the devil is usually kind of a bad thing, but we're talking about survival here in a desert wasteland. Like, you're going to be making that deal.
Heard that this place was once
like,
known
I'm just gonna
Tokyo,
put it in terms.
but that time has passed.
But
Now it is the
I
Netherworld,
don't know
a
much
land
about the story of this
dominated
because
by
I have played it on Switch, but I haven't played that much of it on Switch. So I don't know if our character's been sent to a distant future or something like that, where mankind's been destroyed, type of deal. That might be the case because we've got angels and demons running around. Now I'm thinking about it. And most of the Shin Megami Tensei games I played are from the Devil Survivor side stuff, where you've got like 7 days before the end of the world type of deal. Oh, yeah. And then the second game was like 7 days, or like you've got a calamity happens, and then similar to the first game, like set characters are set to die on a certain day, and you essentially have to prevent that from happening in order to make sure that they survive past their death point, so to speak. And sometimes they have multiple points in Devil Survivor. But in this, I don't think we've got that system. I think it's more like the calamities happen type of
from which the Earth's energy overflows. As one might surmise, it holds incredible power. Not only can it heal those who touch it, but it can also instantly teleport.
Yeah, so this is, I think, our portal, so to speak, or a way line. Way lines are important in this game because there are save files. Way lines are important because this is how you save. This is also where you get to the shop, which is actually kind of a neat feature. And now I'm thinking about it.
Well, you're a peculiar one, aren't you?
Where we find this, want to say treasure golem or something, treasure goblin or something like that, called Gustav. Whose whole thing is about having riches and money, and if you want some, and he is essentially our vendor, so to speak.
It's easy
But if you want something from him, you gotta cough off the Maka. You gotta cough off the cash in order to get something from him. He also sends you on a fetch quest to collect some servants of his. Just if I remember correctly. Yeah. So you have to collect servants while you're in the game. I'm gonna try and find them all because the more you find, the more stuff Gustav's gonna get you for helping him out, so to speak. And if anyone's wondering what side am I gonna do, am I gonna be lawful? Am I gonna be chaotic? Am I gonna be neutral? For the first playthrough, I have to play a certain way because we're trying to get the neutral ending first, which is challenging to do. Then once we've done that, we can reload the saves and stuff like that and go for full lawful or full chaotic ending after. So yeah, so this is what you can get for in the shop and stuff like that. So you can get stones, which give you certain spells. You can get healing, stuff like that. You can also sell the Gustav if you want. But I just wanted to show what was in the shop. I'm pretty certain I did not buy a single thing, because we will be going to Gustav a lot just to get equipment and items. So I don't want to spend any money yet, so I didn't. And if you're wondering how to get the Gustav's dominion, so to speak, or Gustav's little hideout, every wayline he can get sent to where he's at. So the wayline are where you save in the world, but they're also where you get the Gustav. The other way to save is through the main menu. Nice little feature for people to remember, which I will inevitably forget about.
Also, I've taken liberty to connect this place to the ley line fount. Feel free to come and go as you fancy. Till next time. Oh, yes, of course. Here,
So yeah, every ley line that we encounter is a way to get the Gustav. It's also a way to, it's also a way to save. And the way lines are important because when you save, all your health, magic, all that comes back. So if you're going to be going grinding, it's a good idea to remember where the waylines are, grind close to a wayline, so that if you're low on health or if you're low on magic, you can always run back and get topped up, so to speak. But now the DLC, the added-on content, is available as well, so I could grind on dungeons and stuff like that if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm pretty certain this is where we wrapped up. So hopefully you enjoyed this video of me going through the intro of Shin Megami Tensei 5. Sorry I was talking for cutscenes and stuff like that, but there's a lot to talk about. And yeah, next time I will be streaming this game from here onwards, just go through some stuff and go through some proper gameplay. But until then, hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time.